Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing apps that I use for university and in general as a student. But before I begin, I would like to say a huge thank you to Paperlike for sponsoring this video. If you do not use a Paperlike screen protector, then in my opinion, you are missing out. This is a matte screen protector that gives you a paper feel when you're taking notes on your iPad or drawing and getting creative. If you have watched my previous note-taking video, then you will know that I was using another matte screen protector, which has unfortunately weared my Apple Pencil tip down. Therefore, I am super happy that I have now changed to this paper-like screen protector, which is known to prevent this from happening by still keeping maximum paper feel. It is also known to uphold amazing display quality and reduce any rainbow effect, and I'm really glad that it comes with two different protectors in the package, so I know this will last me a long time. If you guys want to purchase the screen protector, then I will leave all the links below in the description box, so do make sure to check it out if you are interested. Okay, so on my iPad I have only two screens. The first one contains all of the essential Apple apps that come with the iPad, and the second screen has all the other apps that I use for studying and creativity. The first folder contains Instagram and Pinterest. I use these apps for inspiration and motivation. If you don't already know, then I have a Studygram where I share my notes, med school stories and art. You can follow me there on Bana_view. I also use Instagram to see how other Studygrammers take their notes, and I learn from their tips that they share. If you have watched my previous video, then you will know that I love using Pinterest for all aspects of my life, whether that is for studying, for painting, interior design, or even food recipes. Currently, I am obsessed with painting anatomy, so I always go on Pinterest to help me find art that I could take inspiration from. In the next folder, I have all the apps that I use for art, and Procreate takes #1 spot for this. I use Procreate literally for everything, for example editing my Instagram posts, or to draw, to make my medical flashcards and posters, and draw diagrams. If you guys would like an in-depth video on how I create my flashcards using Procreate, then let me know in the comment section below. Moving on, I also use another app called Over. I like to use this app to create titles for my digital notes and thumbnails for YouTube. I really like it because it is a free app and it contains a variety of fonts that you can use, and I like the fact that you can curve and edit the text to your liking. The next folder contains all the apps that I use to watch videos and TV shows. During this quarantine season, I have been binging Netflix and especially K-dramas. I'm currently watching It's Okay Not to Be Okay, and I'm loving it so far. Other dramas that I have recently watched are Hotel de Luna and Extraordinary You, and they are also amazing. Let me know in the comment section if you guys watch K-dramas, and if you do, then which ones are your favourite. I also have the Disney Plus app that I occasionally use to watch movies. I like to watch the Disney movies in the background when I'm painting or editing videos. And of course, YouTube is a staple app that everyone uses, so I use it to watch a lot of vlogs and videos to learn medical content from channels like Armando and Osmosis. The next folder contains all the apps that I use to edit photos. So my current favourite one is Lightroom. I wish I had discovered this app earlier because it is amazing. You can use different presets that are already on the app, or you can create your own one. Instagrammers usually create their own preset to get a cohesive and aesthetic Instagram feed. So I've been trying to work around it and see if I can create my own kind of preset. You can also adjust the exposure, contrast, saturation, basically everything, you name it. Snapseed is another app I love using to edit my pictures. It is a very user-friendly app, and it also allows you to add text and overlay pictures on top of each other. The next folder contains apps that I like to use to listen to music or podcasts. So I use Spotify to kind of get up a playlist which is chill lo-fi usually, or a podcast, and I play it in the background when I'm studying or taking notes or drawing something on Procreate. Moving on, the next folder contains apps that I use to make my digital notes. So as you guys already know, I love using GoodNotes app, and in my opinion it is one of the best note-taking apps out there. I have made an in-depth video on this and I will link it for you guys in the description box so you can watch it. I also have another app called Google Sheets, and I like to use this to track all the topics in my syllabus for the year. So here is the list of my third year topics, which I still need to go back to and tick off. I have actually written notes on most of these, I just got lazy and didn't come back, but maybe today or hopefully this week I can come back to this and get it all ticked off. I also like to use Quizlet for revision. So I used to use this app a lot back in the day, but now that I make my flashcards differently, I don't really come on this app. So now I just go searching for topics I want to review on Quizlet and go over decks that other people have created, and this also saves me a lot of time. The next folder in my iPad is where I store all my productivity apps. So here I have Microsoft Teams and Zoom that I use for my online classes and PBL sessions. I also have another app called Microsoft Lens. This is a great scanner app that allows you to turn any handwritten notes or printed documents into PDF files. So as you can see here, I like to use this app a lot to take pictures of my posters and keep them stored in my iPad or laptop so I can refer back to them anytime. The next app is called Zen Flip Clock, and this basically is a clock app that just tells the time, but I like to use the Pomodoro feature where you just swipe and it automatically sets a 25-minute timer and 5-minute breaks. So this is a very good technique that most study grammars or study tubers do to kind of keep focus and be more productive. And lastly, I have Notion. So I am fairly new to this app and I have only downloaded it recently after watching Ali Abdaal's videos, but now that I am slowly integrating Notion into my life, I am really liking it. You can pretty much use this app for everything, so I have created 3 different kind of categories, including uni work, YouTube and my Etsy store. In my study space kind of category, I am trying to gather all my med notes together and OSCE material so it's up there in one place, and I'm also trying to use Notion to try out the spaced repetition method using the toggle feature. I am doing this by writing out the question on the top and then hiding the answer underneath, which I can then refer back to. I am also using Notion to kind of schedule and plan out my YouTube videos, and this is something that I learnt from Ali and I'm finding it very useful to stay motivated to film and also plan content. I love the fact that you can customize any page the way you want. You can add calendars, you can add lists, boards, galleries, everything. The last folder contains all the apps that I use for med school. So the first one is called BNF, and this is a mandatory app that all med students and doctors use in the UK. It basically contains all the information you need to know about every drug and also has information about different disease profiles. I use Complete Anatomy app to help me visualize anatomy in 3D, and I use this app alongside my anatomy workbooks that is provided by my university. And the reason why I really like this app is the fact that you can add and take away different areas of the body and content to kind of really visualize what you really want to see. I would highly recommend this app to every healthcare student studying anatomy because it is really great. I also have the Geeky Medics app. So Geeky Medics is a website that contains literally all the OSCE material that you need to pass your exams, and I absolutely love that website, so I thought I'd download their app too. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for making it if you have made it this far. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, then don't forget to like and subscribe.